Welcome to the Simple Life 2 Saturday stream. I know I just updated the title, so if your title on your stream says Full Craft, oops, just reload if you want to see the new one. But yeah, I just noticed that I had forgotten to change that. So, welcome everyone. Good morning. I do have a bit of morning voice, so if you hear a bit of grovelly sounding, sniffly, that's just normal morning for me for the fall and winter. I have been busy. Let me bring this up just a touch. Let me make a change. There we go. Hi Owen, nice to see ya. Alright. Do I have a bed over here? Did I never put a bed in the Enchanted Forest? Maybe not. Well, it just turned night, so we'll look at this at nighttime. We're in my Botania Enchanted Forest, and I have been working on the big tree. It's got a dirt shell right now that I'm adding the petal blocks onto. And I'm not sure I like the red line, but I like the gradient of the others, and I'll probably do cyan next. And then maybe this direction I'll do white, gray, black. In this, if there's not gonna be a whole lot of space in here, and I could even get rid of the red line altogether. We'll see. I wanted something like stripy, circly, swirly. You can see. And I did not want this tree to look supernatural. Okay. I wanted it to look supernatural. I did not want to make it look natural. There we go. I want it to look foreign and strange and unique. So that's why this has an odd shape to it. Yeah, so that's what we got there. You can't hear my jetpack because I've got the lovely glitch where you can't hear it. But this is my mana tree as it stands. I've just been adding petal blocks as I get them made from my jaded amaranthus down here. If you recall, we do have several methods of mana generation happening. We have the thermal lily here, and then underneath, do I still have access to that? I'm not 100% sure I do. No. Is it just the one block? It is. Down here we have our slime chunk. That is the only real passive mana gen in Botania. There used to be several others, but now there is only this one. You may say that the hydrangea is passive mana gen, and sure it can be, except for the fact that you have to continually craft flowers, which are not passive, in order to keep it running. But this, all you need to do is clear out a slime chunk. I have a cave illuminator from Astral Sorcery in the area that has lit up everything around. So, did you try to sub with Prime again? They've been having some problems with the mobile app with that specific thing. I have read on Twitter. I hear a witch. So yeah, we have these two going into a mana pool under there, and it fills up the rail cart down there and runs through the roots line that we have into the tree. Then over here we have endoflames, which I don't think are currently running because I don't have any coal in there. And we have a Rosa Arcana, which I can stand here and give it my XP. I didn't think I needed anything more fancy than that. What else do we have for mana gen? Is that it? Just those four? I say is that it? It's been making plenty of mana, but I think that's all we've got automated. We put our runic altar set up down here. I don't know if I'll be able to get to the fully automating it that I have in my head. I don't. So I have changed... Oh, the Gourmaryllis. Here we go. The food flower. I changed this. Do you guys remember what used to be here? We used to have this on rails potato farm running from, God, I don't even remember who made it, what his name was anymore. Riskable Builds on YouTube. Changed over to Natura Berries and a Ender.io farmer, which can farm the Natura Berries, believe it or not. It's run on just one solar panel, and I think it's not running right now because there's no storage for the berries. The only storage I have for the berries are... Ooh, the dispensers are empty. Maybe it's out of a hoe. Let's see. Yeah, it needs a hoe. So let's make a couple hoes and get this running again. I don't even think I have any stone in here, do I? I prefer iron. I have... Well. Do I have a hoe on me, perhaps, in one of my bags that I can just chuck in there until I have a wooden one? That won't last very long. But let's do that. And I should be able to just put the hoe in this chest. Yeah. And so now it'll run for... Oh, see, it already broke. Ha 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 ha! Can you do Elementium hose? Really, Owen? I thought Elementium... Yeah, no, you can't. I didn't think so. I thought the Elementium stuff, some of it, like, you don't get the drops. It just breaks it. But we could head over to the beach house. Get ourselves a couple of some materials to make some hose. But while I realize the Natura Berries don't make a lot of we'll use that one up. Make a lot of materials, sorry, hunger and saturation usage, which is what the Gourmaryllis lives on. It makes it in abundance. So I'm going quantity over quality over here. There we go. Now it'll get to running. I also made I've got 4 flowers running here. Once this one dispenser gets filled all the way up, these will start filling up too. I didn't realize that it had run out of hose. And I don't have it automatically filling. So that's what I have here. I have some Agricraft tanks and sprinklers. Sprinklers you can't see, but they're there. Running on the berries to get them to grow faster. I think this has stopped working. It still works, kinda. Why it's placing the cobblestone, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, well that never mind, I know why. But in any case, that's what I've been working on here. And this is not where I've been spending my time. So I just wanted to show you the little bits of stuff that I've actually done here. And we're gonna go over where I've actually been doing some work. And I will show you what I have actually spent some hours on. It should load in here any second. There we go. We finally have a cliff wall. We have a cliff wall supporting our steampunk cliffs. I've still got a bit of work to do on it. You can see I made some details here and I didn't continue it around the edges. I'm not 100% sure how to curve them, but I'll figure it out. It does just kind of trail off. I'm not sure really how far I want to go because it stops being a cliff really and just being like a steep hill right around there. So I'm not sure which direction for that. But for the main portion here, I think it looks awesome. I did fill in the dirt a bit so that it goes all the way to the wall edge. And it just drops off over here as well because it stops being a cliff and it becomes more of a hill. So probably stopping the cliff thing right around here when I get to that point. But it took a lot trying to figure out what I wanted it to look like, and I wanted it to be simple. To me, this is simple, by the way. I wanted it to be simple, use basic materials, and still relate to the build back here. So we've got the Ecloglite. So, yes. Hello, Quist! Yes, long time no see, and thank you for the bits. I do appreciate it. Thank you. I was gone for over a week. I was really sick. So, there's a start with that. And then you've been kind of MIA for a while too, just not in the Minecraft spirit, I believe. So yeah, that's what we've got for that. I don't believe I've done much else back here. Plans for today are to tear this down, tear that down, making this circle finally for the waystone. And probably never gonna get to these houses. I don't really know. See, because we haven't even finished the insides of these. I don't know if I'm gonna get to those. I don't even remember if... Yeah, this doesn't have any window glass. So we have some incompleteness here that I would like to work on. It looks like I ran out of glass for that window. But, yeah, so we have up here, several weeks ago, we set up the woot farm and then never turned it on or hooked it up or anything, for blazes. So I could get that going. We need blaze powder and redstone to make fire water to upgrade our power. The thing is that we're now not using as much as I thought. The reason we were using so much was because of the transceivers and receivers over in the Botania area, which I don't turn on all the time anymore. So there is that. I have done some mine colonies work. Nothing you'll probably really notice unless you're not familiar with mine colonies. Yay! I made a fishing hut. That was the last thing I did. I've not seen him catch anything. I don't know how it works. Yeah, I don't know how it works and whether or not he's actually ever going to catch anything. So I guess we'll see. I've upgraded a couple of the houses. The builder is now a level 5. So he can build all of the tiered stuff. I have another quarry going that is, what, tier 2, I think? So that one is running. This one goes all the way down to level Y4 or something. Pretty darn low. I think, I don't remember what, yeah, because it's tier 5. So I've got him running. I only have one delivery man. I need to work on that. I need another delivery man because he can only carry so much, and I think I just recently upgraded his hut to a tier 2. So because he's a tier 2, he can carry just a little bit more. I have not upgraded the warehouse yet, but it's not full, so I'm not really concerned about needing to upgrade it. And I think that is all I've done. Kind of left the farm alone. Yeah. Just kind of letting her do her thing. Again, the deliveryman comes over here, so... Yeah. Not so... Mine colonies is cool, but it's not really my sort of thing. I mean... It's not something I think I would choose to do in a pack that was a kitchen sink type of thing. But I did want to try it out, see what it was like. It has a lot of work that needs to be done on it, in my opinion. And so, yeah, it's cool. It does a lot of the things in automation that you might want in a simpler pack. You know, you've got farms, it'll collect food for you, and it'll quarry for you, and if you could get the sawmill to work, which is the one block that I had issues with, you could get wood collected for you, fishing. You know, so some of those standard automation things can be done. It needs some work to work well, in my opinion. The other place that I have not worked on, that I feel really guilty about not working on, is here. I feel guilty that I haven't worked on my palace. Because I really like the way this looks. I think it's gorgeous. But as you can see, I have several buildings that are incomplete. And I haven't done any more astral sorcery because it feels... I need more 1.10 tutorials on some of the things that I was reading in the journal that I don't understand. And I heard that, you know, they're more complete in 1.12. So I could always just say, well, in 1.12, I'll readdress astral sorcery. Because it's really cool. I love it. It's really awesome. The things that it does. So I do have some more building to do. Make this a build. Make this a little tower. And then the actual main castle proper up here. There's just so much to do yet, and I haven't even finished putting glass roofs in. And I think the only thing running over here, which might not be running right now. There we go. And I've got 7 aquamarine shale out of this. So, yeah. But this is an awesome mechanic, and if I left the chunk loaded, it would run. But I don't leave the chunk loaded for the very reason that I'm afraid that it will get a bunch of lag, since the amount of sand this generates, look at that number just climb, is just insane. So, yep. You never want for sand with astral sorcery. So... yeah, I have seen some really cool setups, like on the Fullcraft 2 that the Hermitcraft people are playing. I've seen some really cool astral sorcery setups, so that is something to consider learning more about. But like I said, I'm not quite sure I understand all of the additional pieces yet for astral sorcery. The different, like, things that amplify starlight and what the purposes of them would be. And the different rituals that do things. I don't quite understand those either. Oh, yeah. I don't even remember what star I'm attuned to right now. But the chisel and bits here are great. I had fun with the chisel and bits. Alright. What have I done here? I just think I've done a little bit more auto crafting here. I don't know if you haven't seen this. I added my little bit of deck roofing. Clean up a couple of chests. Yeah, I think all I did was some more auto crafting. I made another crafter there. And I added an crafter for the slice and splice. I don't think I'll ever add one for the soul binder. Mainly because I don't have a spawner set up for like Enderman that I can vial Enderman to then use that properly. I just haven't. Can you tell I'm pretty scatterbrained on this pack? This playthrough I feel pretty bad about. Because I think I took too many large projects on at the same time. I said it. too many large projects. So I'm constantly going, oh, I have to do this, and this is not done, and that is not done, and that is not, it's bothering me. So yeah, not good, not good. But the announcement that I have about the Simple Life pack is that after December, I will be moving on to something else. So we're gonna just have one more month of the Simple Life mod pack streams, and then I'll be playing something else. Because I'm at the point here that when I log on and I come to play, I feel more overwhelmed with what I'm doing than having fun. And that tells me I need to either stop or refocus my thought process. So that's another reason why I chose not to update to the new version, because I was already overwhelmed and having to like undo all my agricraft stuff. It just didn't make sense to me to have to almost start over on some things. It was just like, you know, I'm almost done with this playthrough. If you look at YouTube, I've already got 68 episodes, so it's a pretty decent run that I've had on the pack so far. But like I said, we're gonna work up there in the Steampunk Cliffs today. I know I have spent a half an hour rambling about what I've been working on while sick, so... And hopefully you can't hear the annoying neighbor's dog barking at my cats outside there. It's driving me insane. But let's see, we need to get some eclogite. Last bits of stuff that I have. Actually, is this what the blocks that I'm using for the ground? I don't even think that's true. I don't think I'm using these for the ground. For the path. We might have to go over there. Let's drop these off since I didn't want to take them with me, but I ended up doing it anyway. What's up here? See, that's our build palette for the grounds. Looks like... ooh, the dry fitted stone. How did we make that? Okay, that's just stone. Awesome. Rhyolite cobble. Gravel. Mossy cobble. Alright. I'm trying to remember what we did here. Looks like the primary one is the dry fitted stone, and then we just patched in the other things. Okay. Awesome. Can do. We can do that. We can build it. Alright. Did I ever upgrade you? No. We still have a crude blast furnace. Not that I ever used a whole lot of steel. So... and I haven't done a whole lot of mining in order to do our ore processing, but it works. And I even have it set up now that it goes into our system through the Tesseract. Never made the metal presses. But... as you tell, there's a lot of projects here that I even just kind of... plan is to do better. Do better next pack. Do better. Oh, there's a witch. And she sees me because she just took a health potion, a speed potion. There we go. Alright. Should make a circle here. Let's get some stone. And one of these has stone. Glass. Cobble. Gravel. There we go. Stone. Do I have a crafting table? Probably not. So, theme in my packs, have 50 bazillion crafting tables everywhere. You never know when you might need one. And we get that. And hello. You know, I have a bed up here. Let's go up here and sleep. Let things load in just a touch. I usually have some issues with FPS while things load in, so yeah, single digits, isn't that fun? Come on, you can do it. There, it's starting to go back up a little. Wonder what's causing the single digits right now. I usually get up to 30 here. Well, in any case, we need to get some building going. Here's my first thought. I'm probably gonna need to move this, but what I think I might do is have a stairway go down to a relatively flat area to put the circle in. And I'm not sure how wide that circle's going to be. Thank you for the host, Grumpy Brit. So, what did I use for stairs? Okay, so there are dry fitted stone stairs, so we'll be doing those. Let's make a few. And get started. Figuring out where best to have. I think this level will be a good spot for the actual circle surface, so we have to go down a couple more. Ow! Hello! Nice to see you with your annoying bow. Oops, that was unintended. I tried to hit the hover. Did not. Where's my shovel? Alright, so we do have one more tier to go down. I'll probably do it right here. And then trim back the rest of this. So if that's the case, let's get these border blocks out. I was delineating where the road was going to be. Start, ooh, skull. Not that I need it for anything, but yay, skull. There. That's where the road is. Is this where I want the middle? This is probably where I want the middle of the circle to be then, where you have to like walk around the waystone. That I think is what I would agree to. Let's clear these away now that I know where the circles go in. Okay. And I kind of need to carve this out a bit. It's not going to be a large circle. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, that's probably going to be it. So let's do a circle. 5, 2, 1. 2, and then 5, and this is the level, so we'll be building up the surface on that side. So So then this is, we're going to do 2, 1, 2, and then 5. 4, 5. Does that look like? Ah, it's a decent circle. Alright, so let's just continue that. Let's grab some of this dirt. 2, 1. Need to make more fitted stone. And then just keep going. I won't have to build it up too much. That's not a problem. And again, we'll be tearing that down. Oops. Don't want you up there. Alright. Nope. One more, isn't it? Alright, so there we go. There's our circle. We'll move the waste stone to the middle after we get this all filled in. I need to grab some dirt. I need to be able to get rid of this. I think the water is under here. I have more down there, but we're gonna just get rid of this eyesore. I don't think I want hover mode on right now. This was a temporary water mill for getting power up here before I had power up here. So it didn't need to be pretty. Alright. Whoa. There. And then it looks like I have the edges as well. There. Where else? That. Oh, there's a couple more over here, it looks like. There we go. I think I got it. Get rid of all of this ugliness. Oh, I still hear water. And look, there's more water under here. Man, I'm surprised that this made any power with how directionless the water was in here. It just went wherever it wanted. Okay, let's get rid of this as best we can. Yeah, look at the mess that's just nasty. We'll have to definitely kind of reshape all of this. Let's try to get these floating blocks. There we go. And then we're gonna need to get some more dirt so we can fill in this area here. What? What? It's not the same height. Well, let's grab some dirt. I think I have dirt in here. Yep, I do. You gonna craft more? There it goes. I don't remember what I have it set at for when it should craft. There. We are not going to sleep if we don't have to, because I don't want to have another issue. Let's fill this in. Hopefully don't get a whole bunch of mobs. I need to be making some food here pretty soon, or grabbing food I already have. Do I have a builder's wand to make this a little faster? There's a stone one. Let's use that up. I wish builder's wands ignored grass and just built on top of it. Alright, then we clear this layer out. And we'll lay fitted stone down. I'm gonna need to make more. Clear my inventory. Get a better builder's wand if I don't have one. And let's do that. Let's head over to the beach house. Get things to load in here. Alright. Food. What do we got? We got a lot of chocolate rolls. We'll eat chocolate rolls. And then we needed a builder's wand if I don't have another one. Oh, I have several in here. So we're good with that. I don't need to have my chisel. We can sleep up here. I don't ever have problems up here, which doesn't make sense because... yeah, it doesn't make sense. Alright. Let's make some more fidstone because we're going to need it. If you haven't watched me build before, you don't know my process. But I tend to place all of the main block first and then go through and knock out other blocks to add the texture and pattern and whatnot. So that's how I work. I do plan for the future a pack. I don't know what pack, but a future pack I will be focusing on building with chisel and bits. Probably not going as crazy as BOO and Good Times with Scar did on the Town of Maybe in their Full Craft 1 series, but I do plan on doing mostly building for that pack, and the only kind of tech I would do would be to help me get building blocks and the resources I need to survive. So look for that in the future. I do want to really dig into chisel and bits and just live in that mod. I mean, everyone says that it's addictive. I agree, it's very addictive. For mossy cobble, do I need a mossy cobble piece in order to get the mossy cobble? There's an ore converter. Yeah, I knew that one. Where's the regular mossy? Okay, I can craft it. Stone in nature. I should grab some stone essence from here because I don't have any back at the beach house. I know I have nature essence there. And this is the cobblestone, right? Yes. The panels. And we'll fly over there this time. And we'll make ourselves some cobble. We have some. Stay in here. And that gave us a stack. That's probably enough because it's just a detail block. I think I'm also using andesite, which we have almost a stack of that as well, so that'll be good. All right. Let's see here. Did I change out? What did I change out? There's gravel stairs. Aha! It's been a while since I have worked on this area, so I'm like, what did I do with these spots? So we've got that and that and that to kind of change up the area. And alright, so here's how I do it. This is big, wide open, one textured space. I don't tend to be very specific. I just tend to spam my pick. Usually not an uber fast pick. This one works pretty well for that. If you have one that does insta mining, switch it up to a different one. But here is a pretty decent spread of holes, and then I just go through and methodically fill them up with other blocks. You could detail this even more if I wanted to with chisel and bits. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. Andesite. This area here is going to be covered up by the waystone anyway, and we still need to do the stair rim around it, but there you go. There's a slightly textured surface. There's a little bit of tweaks I think I might do after we move the waystone. But now we need to make this into some more stair blocks. start adding the rim. Around this. I think we need some more blocks down here to make it easier on me. Oh. Okay. And off we go again. Oops. Let's see. Definitely have to re-sculpt this area a bit. But that's all a part of landscaping. I am much happier building on a more natural surface than if I had leveled the area before building. A lot of people do that, and that's actually one of the more modern building methods, I guess you could call it. Now we have a problem with that staircase. We'll have to figure out a different landing spot, because that's kind of, that's a bad spot. But yeah, we'll have to work on that. And probably only gonna want one high here. Yeah, so we definitely need to reorient the stairs a different direction, maybe have it go forward a little bit more and then like land here on this side. But we also need to sculpt this area better. And we can go through the process I tend to do for that. Let's put hover back on. I start by doing a very standard trim. I do often go in here and fill it in. I don't feel like it right now. I don't like to leave pockets for mobs to spawn in. Start with that, and then we just do another one just to bring it down. Some people leave it this way when they are done, just let it grass grow over it. I don't like to leave it like that because it looks very fake when it's perfectly matching the area that you're altering. I will come back through it at a different time and reshape it so that it looks more Minecraft natural than something that the player built. So keeping that in mind, this isn't the end of what it's going to look like, but I am just working on connecting it to the ground. This is where our water wheel was, so we'll also have to compensate a bit for that. And see, as you can see now, it's starting to get very square, which I don't like. Don't like square. I like blockish, but square is something I can do without. Alright, so you just fill in this bit. We're almost there. Oh, let's do that. And then there we go. That is the start of reshaping. So that things that I need to do yet, but so that things start to look like they're part of the landscape. So what I would do with this, since this looks very straight, you can definitely tell that this is something the player added, is I would decide where the bumps and indents would be based on the rest of this. This looks pretty smooth and steady. So I would probably try to just follow that along. Got someone already spawning there. And create that shape throughout this. And that would help with this weird, straight looking shape. Alright, so we need to do a little bit of gutter work here. Hello there, come here. Oof. Oh, the mobs. Alright. I think I only have these three. Nope, I have 23. Okay. How did I set it up here? I used andesite and gravel, it looks like, on the edges of the stairway to give it something of interest. So if that is the case, I do it there. Flying, so this takes forever. And this is flat. Yay! Another creeper. Okay. Do that. And then this would be just regular gutter? Yeah. And then again here, and probably here. There we go. Well, I'll certainly not be out of things to watch when I'm done here. I'm getting a bunch of YouTube notifications for all of the Minecraft players that I watch. And trust me, it's a lot. I watch a lot of Minecraft TV. Yep, that works for me. Let's make some, what kind of ladder? These are, oh, this is the Echoglite. Okay, so let's go get some of that. Get that going. Echoglite. We have some, that's gonna be plenty. Okay, the kiddo's not still here. And I think it would be here and here. here and here. I don't think I'd have... It's just to act as a, like a railing for the staircase. It's not meant to be anything other than that. So I don't need any here, and the reason I don't have one there is because that's where the stairway is for that building. There's a cohesive look. Okay. I think it's time to move you. And here you see you, zombie. Yep. Did you give me anything good? Well, some food. That's always good. Food's good. Let's just chuck stuff in my I don't know what to do with you chat drawer. Hey, you go in here. Got some extra pecan pie. Alright. How long is it still at nighttime? Got a little bit longer. What stinks is now these. Oh, the steampunk cliffs is still right here. I thought it would move. Alright. Did it move now that it's activated? No? Okay. Maybe because it's the same name. Don't know. So let's pull up these spots because I don't think I'm going to be building anything here. So we'll pull up the basalt liners that I've laid out. Okay. Don't like how that looks. Maybe if I expanded that just a touch. Oh. There we go. And this road is not going to need to come out this far. So we'll trim you. In fact, this is probably as far as it's going to need to go. Blend it in. Yep, definitely have to work on the blending of that section into this. So, we need to put windows in here and probably make that a double door because that looks silly being lopsided like that. Work on hooking up the loot farm eventually. Did I finish? Gotta move this, gotta move that, gotta move the other thing. I didn't. There's still a whole bunch of open wall space. I need to make a whole bunch of capacitors. Because I want the walls to be capacitors, so. Fill them in as much as I can. Let's relocate this. And just have it go this way. Like that. This will go away eventually. This is just my build palette. So that should be fine. We could have a little path from here leading over there eventually. Might even want to make this stairs. Instead of eventually, let's move it now. See, that needs access too. Wish you could eat the seeds, other than seed soup. Who's got time for that? No one. The answer. No one has time for that. Alright. We'll wait for those to grow in. For over here, might be worth doing a path right here. We did the stairs right there. You, Mr. Skeleton. And let's see here. We do that. Just little paths. Yay, you grew. Do that there too. Alright, so we have those doors connected. That works for me. Let's go get rid of you because you're annoying me. Alright. So that is good. I need more dirt probably to work on sculpting this area. So we need to be getting some more of that. Yeah, we need a lot more dirt. I'm gonna need like 4 stacks probably. Okay, so there's a start of getting some grass around here. And I have 12 dirt on me, so let's get some more. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Alright. Let's get some of this going. And I would use a builder's wand, but it's gonna pull more than it's gonna place way more than I would want. So that's kind of why I want to do this by hand. Alright, so we're trying to, let me get my hover mode on. We're trying to follow some of the natural terrain. This isn't natural, this is built up, but we'll be able to shape it into something a bit more natural once I get let's see, so that this needs to get built up. Let's do that. Let's see here. It's going to be a challenge making this look natural into the terrain. I'm going to pull this over and start with that. And then we need to pull it again. I'm trying to shape a decent world shape, I guess you could say. Yeah. There's a start of a new shape. Probably can't see it since it's not grass to be able to see the lines correctly. And since I'm not putting anything out here, this circle is just useful enough to give me a point for the waystone. That's really all it is at this point. But I still want this to look decent. Now we have a lot of carving shaping to do in this section because this is up way too high. We need to bring this out and down on both sides, and so we're gonna need to probably give it a decent pull in. That's a start. And then we do this again. Okay, I'd like this to be a little less sharp. Alright, now this side. Okay, so then we've got this part coming down. I need to do a little bit here, but we're going to pull this down first. What I mean by pulling it down is the way dirt falls, it creates these convex and concave shapes in the world. So you need to kind of try to reshape those things when you're landscaping, if you want it to look somewhat natural. We already used up all that dirt. You know what I could do? Start lopping off this square and making it look more natural. Alright, let's do that. Pick up the blocks. See what we can do with what we've got here. All right. There's a start. This area right here, I'm probably going to need to bring out quite a ways. But I'm not sure if you can see now the new shape that I'm making. We have to pull the dirt this way a bit in order to get it to look decent here. That kind of a shape blending in. This looks really square. That's better. Let's put that there. And then we do the same thing again. Here. I see you. Did you see me? Not fast enough. Alright. That's starting to look decent. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, in my opinion, but it's looking decent. Decent is better than bad. Okay. So this needs to come out some more. This is where I wish I could use some creative mode. But yeah. Too sharp on this side. And that looks too uniform. I like how I got this blended in. This right here is still a little too perfect for me, but I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do. And this section is terrible. Yeah. But that's what I have so far, and I'm already happier with it than how it was. So we'll let the grass grow in, and then I'll tinker with it again later. The grass has grown in here, so I can bring the trail over this way just a bit, and there is a doorway